Sí, bueno, probando. Sí, probando. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Bueno. ¿Qué tal, amigos? ¿Cómo están? Bienvenidos a este directo directamente desde Nintendo. El directo del día 9 del mes de febrero de este año. Bueno, pues hoy vamos a ver qué nuevos juegos va a presentar Nintendo en la primera mitad de este año. Por eso me prepararé con esta gorrita de la suerte. A ver si salen buenas entregas este día. Vamos a ver qué hay por acá. Bueno, pues vamos a por mientras ver cómo juegan por aquí a Super Mario.
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás, Andy?
Pues muy bien.
Bien. Ok.
Ahorita van a ver el perrito volador.
¿El perrito volador? Bueno, pues ya se inició.
Que no se cayó.
Vamos a ver si tenemos Vamos a ver qué. Vamos a habilitar el audio. Estamos viendo algo, no sabemos qué es.
Smash.
Es como del Smash, ¿verdad? No, es Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Heroes.
The cycle of this world, I will not allow it to perish with you.
Vemos que está en inglés.
I seek to destroy the irrational power structure that shackles Fodlan.
Vamos a ver
If the kingdom is ever to part ways with our bloody past,
qué tal.
this is the path we must walk.
Recordemos que estos juegos son muy parecidos a todos los Warriors de Koei Tecmo, parecidos al Hyrule Warrior.
Will you sit around and wait for a miracle? Or will you help me
Pero sí es muy
seize
exclusivo
control of
luego
my
para los
fate?
fans de Fire Emblem.
We shall fight. We shall survive.
¿Qué crees que
And
voy
we
a ver
shall
hoy, Andy?
win a glorious future for Fodlan.
No sabes.
Now that I know, I
Yo
won't make
pienso
the
que va a
same
salir
mistake again.
Kirby, va a salir Zelda, va a salir otro Mario y Chupapi Muñeño. No te creas.
Revenge is not a sin you take
¿Mario
for
qué?
someone else.
Ahí está buscando.
Está buscando ahí en el
Seek
direct.
revenge to slake your
Pues
rage
está
and heal
buscando
your wound.
energilunas.
Ahí está, míralo.
I know you are prepared to do.
Dice, ¿dónde están las energilunas? ¿Dónde está el directo? Aquí. Junio 24 de este año.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
I'm Shinya Takahashi, and
Hola,
I'll be your
Shina
guide
Takahashi.
for today's
¿Cómo
Nintendo
estás?
Direct.
Espero que muy bien.
What you just saw was the
Va a ser
trailer
quien
for
nos
the
guíe
Fire
por este
Emblem
Nintendo
Warriors
Direct.
Three Hopes game. We hope you'll look forward to a different story set in the same universe as Fire Emblem
Warrior
Three
3
Houses.
Hops Game. Ajá. Sí.
Let's see the first
Cuando
batch
vea algo
of
importante
Nintendo
les
Switch
digo, porque no
headlines.
les puedo seguir el paso en inglés. Bueno, vamos a ver estos jueguitos.
We've got more intel on the Advance Wars 1+2 reboot
Advance
campaign.
Wars 1 más
In the
2.
first campaign, Advance Wars,
Para
you'll
Nintendo
advise
Switch.
a colorful cast of commanding officers
Bueno,
that
se
can use their
llamaba
abilities in vibrant
Andy.
turn-based battles.
¿Cómo se llamaba,
Each
Andy?
commanding officer
Creo.
is now voiced,
Sí, pues sí, es
bringing
posible.
even more charm to these characters.
You're gonna get hurt.
I see right through your plans.
Another full campaign awaits in Advance Wars 2 Black Hole Rising. More commanding officers and more diverse terrain
Bueno, este
can be
tipo de
leveraged
juegos
for additional
no lo
tactical
sé,
opportunities. Like blasting through pipelines
he tenido la
to cross into
experiencia de
enemy territory.
jugarlos,
In
pero
both campaigns, you can
pues hay
fast
gente
forward
que le gusta
gameplay and
mucho
reset your turns
los
for a smoother
Advance
tactical
Wars.
experience.
sobre todo los de
Flex your
Game Boy
strategic muscles
Advance,
outside of both campaigns with
que por eso
additional
llevan
modes.
ese nombre,
Go for high
Advance.
scores in the war room. Create and share custom maps in the design room. Or battle friends and frenemies in local and online multiplayer. Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp marches onto the Nintendo Switch system April 8th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
Vamos a ver otro juego.
Explore an infinite universe.
Halo Infinite. Ah, no. Explore
In
Infinite.
No Man's Sky, Every star is the light of a distant sun, each orbited by planets teeming with life.
Casi siempre dejan lo mejor
Travel
para
to
el
planets
final,
of your
así que
choosing
vamos a
in this
chutarnos
infinite, procedurally
casi
generated
35
universe.
minutos
Here,
de todo
you'll
esto.
discover
Y a ver
extraordinary
qué
lands
más
and creatures that have
presentan al
never been
final.
seen before and may never be seen again. To survive, you must craft your own tools and even your own place to live. In this living and breathing universe, trade convoys travel between stars. Factions vie for territory. Pirates hunt unwary travelers.
Piratas.
And the authorities are ever
Piratas
watchful.
espaciales.
Your journey may be fraught with danger, and actions have consequences. Trader, fighter, explorer.
Death
How will
Stranding.
you live in this universe? No Man's Sky lands on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Espero que pongan otro de Mario.
Este sí es de Nintendo. No. Oh, Mario Fútbol. Wow. Ya hacía mucho tiempo que no sacaban uno. Este sí se va a poner chido.
Pobre Mario. Hola a todos.
Vamos, Mario. Mario Strikers 2.
Mario
Super Mario
Strikers
Strikers
Battle League.
Battle League.
Prepare
Ya se ve enterrado,
for strike. A
honestamente.
5-on-5 sport like soccer that's way heavy on
Fútbol
offense.
rápido.
Aim for
Ahora con los
goals
nuevos
by
personajes
dribbling
que han
and passing to
incluido. Ahí está
teammates,
Bom Bom.
as well as by using tackles, items, and crushing special shots. The main rule in this sport is to rule the field. Try to score more goals
Pero
than your
¿cuándo
opponents.
va a salir?
Hasta el último
There
dicen.
are two things to keep in mind that'll help you with your strategies.
Vamos a ver
First,
ahorita que
the
digan.
gear you equip. It changes not only your appearance,
Ahora van
but also
equipados,
your
mira.
stats
Ya
like
no nada más es
speed,
un
strength, and pass
uniforme,
accuracy.
sino que ya traen una especie de
Customize
armadura.
as you see fit.
Iron Man.
Second.
Iron Mario.
The Hyper Strike.
Hyper
To
Strike.
activate this shot, grab an orb when it appears on the field and charge it while your opponents are distracted.
Vaya, le metieron
Hit the
animación.
net and you'll
suave.
score not one, but 2 goals.
Wow.
Up to 8 players, 4 players on each team can compete
puede de
against each
ocho?
other on one
ocho
Nintendo
players?
Switch system.
Hala.
In addition to individual matches, online play will have an online club mode.
This is me.
Join an
Mario.
in-game club and compete for placement in the rankings. Up to 20 players can join a club. So create your own and invite
20
friends and family to
jugadores.
play alongside you. Or join an existing one owned by other players. Try to become the world's top club. With items, tackles, and hyper strikes. Anything goes on this field. Mario Strikers Battle League launches on Nintendo
El 10
Switch
de junio
June
de este
10.
año.
Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Nintendo
The latest
eShop.
iteration of the Mario Strikers series is coming to Nintendo Switch. We hope you're excited for this anything goes battle soccer game. Next, please take a look at this.
¿Qué juego crees que sea?
No lo sé.
Es Splatoon 3. ¿Verdad?
¿Sabe?
Sí, tiene que ser. No hay. Otro Splatoon, el 2 ya pasó y el 3 es el que está en promoción. ¡Hala! ¡Hala! Unas sardinitas. Una anguila. Oh, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué pasa? La bola de Smash. Vos salmón. Órale, un salmón. Flipper flopper. Hubieras puesto tu gorra de yocho. Están padres los juegos de Splatoon, más sin embargo como que algo pasa. Son una especie de Call of Duty, versión Nintendo. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? Hola. Bla 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 bla. Salmon Run. Next wave. Ok. Ya no es contra los
That was the trailer for the co-op
calamarcinios.
mode in the Splatoon 3 game. The next wave of Salmon Run. A giant salmonid, one that's never been seen before, was also spotted at the end of the trailer. Will the Inklings and Octolings ink or swim? Splatoon 3 will launch
Así
this
es
summer.
el 3.
We hope you'll look forward to future updates.
Así es.
Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Échale, señor.
Bonzers at the ready.
Halo. Ah, no.
A full remake
Front
of the
Mission
first Front
first.
Mission game is storming onto Nintendo Switch. In this tactical RPG, you'll pilot weaponized machines called Vanzers and lead your battalion to victory. Gain the upper hand in battle by aiming for enemy parts to destroy.
Ah, ¿por qué?
Mix and match various weapons and parts to customize your Vanzer.
pasa,
Uncover the
Roy?
great storyline of
no
this
puedo
classic
creerlo.
when Front Mission
Este
1
no está
Remake
bien.
launches on Nintendo Switch this summer. And
Este
in the
verano.
future, the sequel, Front Mission 2 Remake, will also launch on
En el
Nintendo
futuro,
Switch.
la parte 2. Bueno.
Get set
bueno.
for a high-octane Disney and Pixar combat racer.
Ok.
From the creators of the Asphalt series comes rip-roaring racing
Listo.
action across Disney and Pixar-inspired racetracks. Race as a legendary
Super
roster of characters on high-speed circuits,
Mario
using each one's
Disney.
special abilities to
Digo,
battle for
Disney
victory across the finish line.
Woohoo!
Choose Mickey Mouse for symphonic speed, Sully for monstrous power, or Mulan for
Creo que va a
explosive
estar
manuevers.
Shrek.
Each racer
No,
also
aquí no
possesses
sale
powerful
Shrek.
ultimate
Hace falta.
skills, perfect for
Regrese
turning the
Shrek.
tables at the last second. Disney Speedstorm is a free-to-play game, with new seasons added regularly, bringing more exciting Disney and Pixar characters, circuits, karts, and more. Plus, enjoy cross-platform play, as well as split-screen and online multiplayer modes. Disney Speedstorm races onto Nintendo Switch this summer. Dive into these classic franchises on Nintendo Switch.
Algo clásico.
Unleash the power of the Force in this classic Star Wars action
sí.
adventure.
The Force
As Darth
Unleashed.
Vader's secret apprentice, you'll use devastating Force powers and lightsaber combos as you hunt down Jedi Masters on iconic planets. Upgrade abilities like Force Grip and Force Repulse, then combine them for even more destructive combos. Use button controls or opt for motion controls, enhanced from the original Wii version. You can also duel locally with a friend to determine who is the galaxy's most powerful Jedi. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed launches on Nintendo Switch April 20th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Bird Train,
The complete
el 20
saga
de
of
abril.
legendary assassin Ezio
Ezio
Auditore
Collection.
da Firenze awaits in 3 critically acclaimed Assassin's Creed games. Explore Renaissance Italy and 16th century Constantinople. Interact with historical figures and discover secrets of the Creed across 3 games, 2 bonus short films, and DLC. Plus, take advantage of enhanced features for the Nintendo Switch system on the go, including touchscreen controls, HD rumble, and optimized on-screen display. Assassin's Creed: The Ezio Collection
Sí, es que
launches on
todavía no
Nintendo
empieza lo
Switch February
emocionante.
17th.
Digo, quién
Pilot
sabe si
mobile
vaya a haber
suits
algo
in
emocionante.
dynamic
Pero
action RPG battles.
es the
Strange
Gundam
incidents
Battle.
called breaks
Oh,
are
yeah.
occurring across the Gundam universe. Find out what's causing them and restore the proper
Duérmete si
timeline.
quieres.
You'll lead 3 mobile suits in battle.
Échate una dormidita.
Enhance each suit with parts to improve their power. You can also battle alongside friends in online co-op multiplayer. SD Gundam Battle Alliance launches on Nintendo Switch this year. Two worlds cross in the triumphant return of this RPG classic. A
será?
remaster of the acclaimed RPG Chrono Cross is coming to the
Chrono Cross.
Que
Nintendo
salga el
Switch system.
Twilight.
¿Quién?
One fateful day, the protagonist Surge wanders into
Escuché,
an
¿el quién?
alternate world. Though it somewhat resembles his
¿Por qué?
homeworld,
Está
he
chido.
finds that he no longer
Pues sí.
exists here. How did this happen? What is this mysterious another world? Travel back and forth between both worlds to unravel the story. Over 40 characters can join your party. Depending on the choices you make, the allies who accompany you and the endings that trigger will differ. A number of improvements have been made to this remaster, like the ability to turn off enemy encounters and a newly enhanced soundtrack. Plus, Radical Dreamers, originally released on the Satellaview, is included. Experience the origins of Chrono Cross in this text-based adventure. Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers edition, dashes and slashes its way onto Nintendo Switch
Pero
April
vean
7th.
remasterizado el
Pre-orders begin
Chrono
today
Trigger.
on Nintendo eShop.
Ahora sí. Ahora sí, lo que estábamos esperando. The Last of Kirby. Oh, qué tierno. Toma, toma, chuchito. Se los va a comer, niños, quítese. No. Atacan a un depredador nato. Hasta el carro se va a tragar. Se va a convertir en un carro. No dudo. ¿Qué tal? No, chuchito.
It's
Está
Kirby's
super
latest
Kirby Odyssey.
unforgettable 3D platforming adventure, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. It all takes place in a mysterious world with an unusual mix of nature and civilization. To rescue the kidnapped Waddle Dees, Kirby sets off on a new adventure. Introducing Mouthful Mode. Inhale a car to zoom around.
No.
A vending machine to attack with juice cans.
Kirby refrigerador.
Or
Kirby
become a
Cono.
piercing cone. With Mouthful Mode, new actions will be available for Kirby depending on the
Un
object he
carro de
inhales.
monta. ¿Qué?
Enjoy
Un
exploring
foco,
with new
un
moves
ventilador,
different from copy abilities.
Un aeroplano.
Kirby
Ese Kirby
can
ya
even
no tiene
weaponize a
límites.
mouthful of water.
Una bolsa
like
de
this.
agua.
As Kirby rescues Waddle Dees, Waddle Dee Town will continue to grow, and more resources
Waddle
will become available.
Tom.
At Waddle Dee's weapon shop, familiar copy abilities can be evolved.
Evolución.
Evolve
Rosito.
copy abilities to expand Kirby's range of attacks.
Ok.
They'll also change Kirby's appearance and make him even more powerful. Some copy abilities may have stronger evolved forms. A new adventure awaits our pink puffball. Who are the Beast Pack? What are these enemies trying to do? Can Kirby restore peace to this world? Kirby and the Forgotten Land launches on the Nintendo Switch system March 25th.
Marzo 25.
Pre-orders are available
Muy bien.
now on Nintendo eShop.
That was Kirby and the
Taguachito,
Forgotten
taguachito,
Land,
tito, tito,
launching
capotito.
later next month. Please look forward to its release. Let's take a look at some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Híjole. A ver. Lo que
任天堂
dice
ディレクトをご
viene.
覧の皆さん、
No.
こんにちは。バッターの大谷翔平です。ピッチャーの大
Deporte.
谷翔平です。任天堂スイッチ上で今回初めて MLB ダッシュ22が楽しめるようになりました。それではこちらをご覧ください。
That's right, Otani-san. MLB The Show is coming to Nintendo Switch. That means you can play modes like Road to the Show and Diamond Dynasty on your Nintendo Switch. But that's not all. You can even play Exhibition with a single Joy-Con controller. With cross progression, you can also earn and use content on any platform where MLB The Show 22 is available. And take your progress on the go with you on Nintendo Switch. Have friends that play MLB The Show 22 online matches on other consoles? No need to worry. You can invite them and play online.
Ah, que Nintendo. Ah, su abuelito de
You're a true
Nintendo.
two-way player, but this is ridiculous. Sheesh.
You're gonna have your hands full of games with these collections. 3 Kingdom Hearts collections are almost here. From Kingdom Hearts to Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Remind DLC. Every entry is coming to Nintendo Switch as cloud versions that can be played while connected to the internet. Relive or get to know these heart-filled adventures alongside Sora, Donald, Goofy, and more for the first time in TV, tabletop, or
Órale,
handheld
qué
mode.
chido.
Kingdom Hearts Integrum Masterpiece for Cloud, containing all 3 game collections, soars onto Nintendo Switch tomorrow.
Través de la nube.
Each collection's cloud version will also be individually available on Nintendo eShop.
Mañana.
Klonoa is coming to
No, este es otro
Nintendo
juego.
Switch.
Klonoa.
Across dreamy
Se
side-scrolling
llama
levels,
Klonoa, es como
you'll
un
run,
Kirby,
jump,
digo, como un
and
Sonic
hover
Mario.
while firing wind bullets to grab and throw enemies. Use each level's surroundings to your advantage. Also, Klonoa 2 is included. Take on these great adventures when Klonoa Fantasy Reverie Series launches on Nintendo Switch July 8th. We're so glad you're here.
¿Qué?
Come here often. Either way, you're in for a puzzling treat. In these award-winning games, the portal gun is your key to surviving imprisonment in a mysterious lab. Create portals and warp to other areas to find cake? Still unconfirmed. You can pass through portals, and so can cubes, lasers, and robots with unnerving levels of personality. The sequel adds in local, online, and split-screen multiplayer modes.
Interesante,
That part's
pero-
no lie. Neither is the sentient robot monitoring your every move when Portal Companion Collection warps onto Nintendo Switch this year. A classic comes alive.
Un clásico regresa a la vida. RPG. Live Alive. Cats.
Previously unreleased outside of Japan, the RPG Live Alive makes its overseas debut, now in HD 2D. Multiple stories featuring different protagonists and time periods await. The order in which you tackle them is up to you. Prehistory. A tribesman comes of age in a world without words. The Wild West. A wanderer with a bounty on his head fights for his life. Imperial China. A kung fu master searches for a worthy successor. Twilight of Edo, Japan. A shinobi undertakes an important secret mission. Present day. A martial artist strives to become the strongest there ever was. The near future. A youth with psychic powers takes a stand against evil. The distant future. A newly built robot is swept up in a tragedy in space. What other stories are on the
Está
horizon?
bien entretenido todo. Sí, sí.
In death!
Live Alive.
Launches on Nintendo Switch July 22nd.
Otro juego
Pre-orders
que
begin
digo
today on Nintendo eShop.
para los puros veteranos.
How was that? Next
¿Qué
up
pasa,
is this.
Chinito?
It's a
Ah,
new iteration
saludos
of
a
the Wii Sports
mi
series.
mamá que le dio compartir.
Nintendo Switch Sports.
Gracias.
Please take a look.
Uy, está calor.
Here are the sports included in the Nintendo Switch sports game. You might recognize these three from past Wii sports games.
Pues
Tennis.
sí.
Rally by gently swinging the Joy-Con controller at the right time. Bowling. Roll the ball straight ahead or give it a little curve. And Chambara. Knock
Oh.
your opponent off the platform while attacking
Esos
and
Mi
defending.
ya se ven muy diferentes. Ya
Plus,
crecieron.
3 additional sports are joining the lineup. Soccer. Use a gigantic ball to make dynamic plays. Enjoy matches with Joy-Con
no
controllers
es
to
soccer.
shoot and perform diving headers. By
Qué
attaching a
pelotota.
Joy-Con controller to the leg strap
Órale.
accessory included with the physical version of the game, you can play shootout
Wow.
mode with intuitive kicking motions. Badminton. Control your shots left and right while keeping the shuttlecock in the air. Unleash powerful smash shots to gain the upper hand. Finally, volleyball. Use a Joy-Con controller to serve, bump, set, and spike the ball.
Spike the ball.
The game supports local play with family and friends on one Nintendo Switch system, as well as online play across all sports. Play against friends online, or opt for random matchmaking. The more you win, the tougher the players you'll face. Try taking on this challenge.
How was that? Since I'm already here, I'd like to show you some gameplay.
No,
of the
Chinito,
newly added
estas cosas no,
volleyball.
Mr. Takahashi.
no se me antojan.
Oh, hello there, everyone.
Otro
I'm Yoshiaki
Chinito.
Koizumi from
Yoshiaki Koizumi.
Wow, Mr. Koizumi, I can see you're ready to play. All right, I'll
Nintendo
play some
Switch
volleyball
Sports.
online together with Mr. Koizumi.
Algo
Do
que
you
no
have
se
your wrist
esperaba.
strap ready?
Yes, of course. I've got plenty of space around me as well.
Míralo, míralo.
All right, let's start. We'll be including some live commentary throughout our match.
All right, we're doing this? Volleyball, a newly added sport in Nintendo Switch Sports. What can we expect today from the Takahashi Koizumi team? It's Koizumi to serve, with Takahashi up front.
Hola, Takahashi.
We begin with Koizumi serving. How will the opposing team react? Takahashi makes the block.
Obviamente tienen que sacar algo mejor al final, o sea,
Koizumi
no-
saves it. A setup in the air, and here comes the spike.
es
The other team
Nintendo.
saves it and fights it back.
Pero
And they
sí va a sacar
score.
algo, un
Takahashi
avance de algo
didn't
bueno
quite get it in time.
para que vayan preparando sus carteras.
It's okay, the game's not over. Now the other team serves. Koizumi receives it. Takahashi sets it up.
Órale.
And Koizumi spikes,
Oh.
but it goes right toward the opponent.
Oh.
Here's another attack.
Oh.
Now's their chance. Get the ball. And with the setup from Koizumi, Takahashi scores. They got a point with that fierce spike.
Y sí se parecen.
Let's stop our match here.
After all, we were in the middle of the presentation. All right, I'll be leaving now.
Se fue volando.
That was an introduction to Nintendo Switch Sports.
Gracias por
The
terminar.
game launches April 29th.
Abril 29.
We're planning a free update in the summer that allows you to play soccer matches with a Joy-Con
Si ya estaba el Mario
controller and
Striker.
blade strap accessory.
Ya con eso,
You can use the accessory
de
to play
deportes creo que
shootouts
estábamos
on the ground.
más o menos.
In addition, we're also planning a second free update this fall that lets you enjoy golf. And now, a request to everyone. To help ensure that you can all enjoy playing online, we'll be having an online playtest before the game launches to evaluate various technical aspects. We'd definitely like to ask for your help with this. The online playtest will only be available for players with an active Nintendo Switch Online membership on the dates shown on screen. For those of you interested, please
Yo creo que el
visit the
target
official Nintendo website for
de este
more
juego,
details.
por ejemplo, es puro Asia. Puro Japón.
That's all I have for now about Nintendo Switch Sports. I hope you're looking forward to this game. Let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Échale. Oh, sí.
Get those
Oh,
taiko
sí.
drumming skills ready.
Oh, sí.
The latest Taiko no
Digo, no sé qué sea.
Tatsujin game is coming to the Nintendo Switch
Taiko no
Set in
Tatsujin.
Omiko City, the sacred town for taiko drums. You'll strive to become a taiko master, along with brand new character Kumo-kyun. Drum to dozens of boppin' beats, including Megalovania, Gurenge, Feel Special, and Racing into the Night.
Juego de
And that's
ritmo.
not all. An orchestral version of the main theme from The Legend of Zelda is included.
No,
That's
hace un momento
76 songs
apareció Mario
total.
Strikers.
Plus, take advantage of a practice mode to replay sections of songs as many times as you'd like. New modes have also been added for everyone to enjoy.
de ahí en
Put
más.
on a live concert with
Ay,
up to
está
4
bien
players in
entretenido,
Dark Band.
mirado.
Or face off against each other in Great Drum Toy War.
Ya se me da los sueños.
Drum to your heart's content when Taiko no Tatsujin Rhythm Festival launches on Nintendo Switch this year. Plus, a paid in-game subscription service that gives you access to over 500 songs will be available at launch. What's new with these Nintendo Switch games?
¿Qué? A ver.
The brand new tactical RPG game Triangle Strategy is almost here. The protagonist Sarah Noah and his allies
Sí,
will
es
be
el
engulfed
Jairo.
in the conflict
El
among
Jairo, ándale.
three nations.
Es Fire
Your
Emblem.
choices
Warrior
and conviction
Hero, ¿no? Algo
will
así.
determine their fate.
As Lord of House Wolford, I solemnly swear an oath by which all future lords shall be bound. I will never turn my back on the promise
Super
of a better
Nintendo.
world.
A new demo
encantan
local to
estos
the end
juegos.
of Chapter 3 will be available on Nintendo eShop later today.
No, no se crean.
Save
Es
data
que sí
from
está
the demo can be
muy...
transferred to the full game
a
once
lo mejor es la
purchased.
música de fondo que está jugando aquí.
More
anda.
Cuphead action awaits
Super
in the
Mario.
paid DLC Cuphead, the delicious last
¿Qué?
course.
Ah,
Here, you'll explore
Dije
a
Coco.
brand new Inkwell Isle. Defeat a bevy of new bosses with wild personalities and even wilder
ya,
attacks.
lo mismo del trailer, ¿no?
The clever Miss Chalice is a new playable character.
La señorita
Take
Chalice.
down fearsome foes with her
Oh,
double
ah,
jumps,
ahí
rolling
donde...
dodges,
Oh,
and more.
tiene dos brincos.
The delicious last course
Tiene dos
walks
brincos.
its way onto Nintendo Switch June 30th.
Otro super ataque.
A
Nuevas
free
armas.
update is coming to the Metroid Dread game.
Bueno,
All
introducción
it
de
takes
Metroid
is
Dread.
one hit. Even from this,
Sí, deja nomás que lo encuentre.
getting hit even once causes a game over in the brutal Dread Mode
Pobrecito.
difficulty. Can you
Dread
face this
Mode.
new challenge?
O sea, nomás un golpe y
And for
adiós.
players new to the Metroid series, take advantage of increased recovery with the newly added Rookie Mode difficulty.
Y yo un modo de
This
juego
free
más fácil.
update launches later today.
Al rato.
A second free update in April will add a boss rush mode, in which you'll battle bosses continuously, one at a time.
En abril, otra actualización.
Something's bound for Nintendo Switch.
Vamos a ver qué juegos le agregan. Ya tiene rato que no le ponen buenos. Batman y Robin. Ah, no, el Earthbound. Oh. Ujú. ¿Qué hubo, Nes? Explora los inicios. Producido por Nintendo. La versión que no llegó a América. Starman. Órale, en inglés. Earthbound.
Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings will be added to Nintendo Switch Online later today.
Al ratito. Bueno, ¿qué más? Nintendo. ¿Qué más, Nintendo?
¡Ay, sí, por fin!
Hasta le atinaste, Kimetsu. Ay, ya se lo pasaron. ¿Qué? Un rush de jueguitos que van a salir. Ajá, Konami, Exuden, Dainmu. Cupcap chino. Ahí está. Junio 10 de Sega, mira qué buena onda.
¡No llegué!
¿Qué es eso? Lego Bros. Nah, te creas. Quiero otro Lego Marvel. Sí, parecido. Two Point Campus. Una escuela de algo. Vamos, Zelda. Mario.
What did you think?
Pues pienso que son cosas muy tediosas.
Many of you have been enjoying the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game since its launch in 2017. So, we've been working on remastering select courses from across the Mario Kart series, and we'll be releasing them as paid downloadable content.
¿En serio?
Please take a look at this trailer.
Van a poner nuevas pistas de Mario. De las antiguas versiones. Sí. Ese es del DS. Qué buena onda. Ya les hacía falta. Estos son del Wii. Pues es que tiene muchos, pero se queda uno esperando más. Ese sí lo voy a comprar. Sí. Claro que lo reconozco. Hasta del Mario Kart Tour le van a meter.
8 courses will be released at a time.
Wave 1.
Over 6 waves. That's 48 additional courses.
Van a ser 6 DLC.
By the end of 2023.
Para 48
courses
pistas.
such as Coconut Mall.
Market. ¿Sí?
Choco Mountain.
Choco Mountain. Sí, sí las quiero.
Tokyo Blur will be included in the
de Mario Kart
first
Tour.
Of course, you can play these courses locally and online.
Claro. Como debe de ser, en línea y local.
The first wave of the
$24, 500 pesos. Marzo 18, muy bien. Voy a ahorrar para eso. Pero ordena al ratito.
You can enjoy this DLC at no additional cost with a Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack membership. Or
no te creo.
Deluxe Booster Course Pass on its own.
Para que paguen el expansion pack, lo van a regalar ahí. Qué mal.
I'm looking forward to the additional courses in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This next segment will be our last announcement. Please take a look.
A ver. El último anuncio. ¿Qué es esto? Zelda Ocarina of Time. Fighting in the order to life.
And living to fight. That's the way of our world.
Ah, de este...
Ionios.
¿Cómo se llama?
Tell me,
Ajá.
what would possess you to side with them?
We're fighting because there are enemies to
Pues
kill.
supongo.
Refuse to believe you're him.
I knew it. I saw this coming.
You're not enemies.
Fine for you, isn't it? All that time you've got.
You could try to move forward together.
No, Tapira.
They're not your friends anymore. They're his few.
Mitra.
Sword.
Digo, Chu.
Pierced by a great sword.
A lo mejor ya es otra era.
It's the only way you're gonna defeat the real enemy.
Whatever life is lost, I won't let you soldier it all alone.
What good filling up these flickering clocks in our eyes?
Hola.
You'll never replace the friends we've lost. The flame clock, it has to go.
Urbar abhor this world. They must be erased without a trace.
Bueno, yo creo que es lo último. Honestamente,
Sí, era ese.
sí esperaba algo de Zelda, pero
¿Dónde está la...? Que no dijeron que el Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 va a salir para este año.
sí, yo creo que lo van a dejar hasta
Uy.
The story
noviembre.
of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 ties together the futures of the worlds depicted in Xenoblade Chronicles and Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and it will launch this September. I hope you'll look forward to it. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Postcrédito. Quiero postcrédito. Bueno, pues un saludo para todos. Yo creo que
Me tendré que
sin palabras.
sacrificar.
Lo más destacable supongo que es el Ciervo. Ya sabíamos que estaba en camino. Los DLC de Mario Kart. Pero bueno, no sé, mi punto de vista, porque a lo mejor a los demás les encantaron los demás juegos, no lo creo, pero ojalá que sí. Bueno, nos despedimos. Saludos, chicos, despídase.
Adiós.
Ahí está. Adiós, Andy. Bueno, vámonos.